Yes. We are back. We are here. It is another beautiful day. It's freezing up here in Connecticut. I don't know where you are. Hopefully, you're staying warm. Cold front's blowing through, but we'll keep you warm for the next hour or so. It is the Backstage Business presented by the Executives View. I'm hosting tonight. I'm in charge. The villain's in charge. Doing our thing here. I don't do this by myself though. I have a host of people that are with me. Straight out of Indiana. I don't know if she's come down off that high. She's probably still got the alcohol in her system from going OD out there. But we got the queen herself, Miss Hoosers in the building. Stacy, what's going on, Stacy?
I mean, what a week, fam. What a week. I'm still on a high and I'm not going to come down anytime soon.
I wouldn't expect you to. I'm gonna go up there with you. You need some company. Me and Corey will join you. Speaking of Corey, we got Mr. Corey in the building, aka the Mr. Controversial one himself. Rough week for him, but we got him back in the building. Corey, what's going on, brother?
I'm here. Let's go to work.
Yeah, let's do it. So, we were actually talking in the green room, Corey, that, it's been a quiet week. Not a lot's going on, but, one thing that did happen this week is the drop of season 2 of WWE Unreal on Netflix. All 5 episodes obviously released at the same time, according to Netflix schedule. And then they also announced that season 3 is coming in the summer of this year, 2026. So season 2 is here. I finished it. I think the Queen, you finished it. Corey, you're working through it. So we won't go through a lot of spoilers, but some of the highlights of, well, at least the superstars that they're chronicling and following this season are Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Io Sky, R-Truth, Naomi. And they do go into some detail on some of the incidents that happened from post WrestleMania up until SummerSlam. So giving you a little bit of a look in with Cody Rhodes as well. I'll start with you, Stacy. Let's keep it a little spoiler free, just for everybody that hasn't seen it already, but eventually you will. What do you think about season 2 generally, and how it's being received?
I mean, y'all know before the first season came out, I was like, I don't know that I want to watch it. I mean, I usually like things that talk behind the scenes, but watching wrestling for over half a century, right? It's really hard because you already have to suspend your disbelief, right? You already have to know that it's not real and be all in. And I was really concerned about them pulling the curtain back. And season 1 was great. Season 2 to me is even better than the first season. Like, y'all know, I put in the group chat, episode 2 for me, I was wrecked. Like, I was emotional. Mm-hmm. It was an amazing, and I watched the whole thing. There's not a second that I wasn't absolutely riveted to the point where I'll watch it again. I even went back a couple times and I put a couple quotes, and these are not spoilers, but I want to read this because this is something that we've talked about, and then we can circle back to why. Triple H says one time, he says, creating something the fans want to see and the talent and want more from the talent are called scene stealers. I don't care if we give you 30 seconds on TV that you can use that 30 seconds to make them want to see you again. You're climbing the ladder. And we've talked about that, right? Like, we've said that so many times. It's not about getting on TV. It's about what you do with the TV time you have, whether it's 30 seconds or 30 minutes. It's what you do in those moments that make a difference. Right. And like, that hit me hard. And I was like, we've said that. And I know, Corey, we've talked about that so many times with creative, right? But I love that in this space, he's really challenged us, right? Like, we can be mad at creative and frustrated with creative because we are all the time. But there's a lot of accountability to the wrestlers, too, to make those moments their own. And you can either make it or you can break it. And you can see in a couple of these episodes, and we're not spoiling it, that you can see where some have made it and some broke their chance of doing big things. And so I love that it really speaks to the group effort piece. That it's not all just on him or creative, and it's not just on the wrestlers. They've all got to make the most of the time they have. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I agree with you because, they go into depth with Penta, which I thought came off really well. Lyra Valkyria, which came off pretty well. Yes. You had some run-ins with Punk. talking to LA Knight and what have you, and you can see the ones that really took advantage of their moment, like
Yes.
this debut, and then some of them that didn't take advantage of their moment, which I don't want to spoil for Corey, but I'm pretty sure you've seen it floating around on social. So, I mean, Corey, what do you think about season 2 so far? I know you haven't gotten very far, but you've watched some of it. What do you think about season 2 and how they pull the curtain back a little bit on wrestling?
I love it. I just finished episode 2 before we hopped on. Anything that I watch, movies, sports, wrestling, I want to see the behind the scenes.
Hmm.
I don't care that it's wrestling. You gotta suspend your belief and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like to see I like to see the real people. It makes me more invested. Like, so give me all of that. I like the show. I think we're starting to see, and I think Stacy said it. Triple H is a lot more in control than we think he is.
Yes.
Hmm.
We not gonna sit on here too much no more. Well, I'm not, and blame TKO.
Nope.
Triple H is Triple H. If that show is to be believed, Triple H is running stuff. So
Hmm. Yeah, from a very, very high level, I think he has a very strong voice at the company with TKO and WWE. It's not the same from when WWE was in control and when TKO was in control. I can tell you that as a fact. But you can definitely see where his influence is and how he does, really drive the ship. And to Stacey's point, you can drive the ship and tell them where to go, but they got to get there, and it's got
Yeah.
to be a smooth ride getting there, and it's not always smooth. It doesn't always go as planned. So, I think in today's age, I think Coach will tell you kayfabe is dead, and a lot of people don't like the behind the scenes with Unreal, but I mean you're also talking to a culture that can go on any net. I think I don't know one of the networks and watch behind what was it behind the what's the documentary that's out there. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but it's the behind the scenes of infamous moments in wrestling where
Oh
they
yeah.
oh,
Beyond the mat. Beyond the mat.
beyond the mat.
Beyond
yeah,
the
well,
mat.
you have Beyond the Mat, and then there's another one that's out there too. I can't remember. It might be the same one, but yeah, they don't use
Wrestling with shadows.
Wrestling
Yeah.
with Shadows is
Yes.
another one. That's the infamous documentary. So I mean, you had that for years, and there's a lot of shows. There's a show I don't know if it's Beyond the Mat, but it's definitely chronicling. They chronicle anything you can think of, any incident. Obviously the screw job, but the pipe bomb, all that kind of stuff. The curtain's been pulled back. We're not stupid. We're fans, but we know that it's a very choreographed environment out there. So I appreciate Unreal because there's a lot they can pull back even more, and they did pull quite a bit back and show a little bit of how the sauce is made in this season. And Corey, you'll get to it, but I appreciate that because it just shows that it's a beautiful art that it
Mhm.
can be appreciated by more than just
Yes.
people that are not high income, and you know what I
Yep.
mean. Like I appreciate that.
Well,
I
Heyman calls
did.
it. You see Heyman call it performance art, and it really is.
It
But
really
Penta
is.
said something in his hour, and it was. I'm telling y'all, I went all in like
Oh, I
so
love
many
that
notes. Penta said, "Wrestling is life. You decide how real it is."
stuff. Mm-hmm.
So I would argue in watching this that kayfabe isn't dead because a lot of this is real. A lot of it, like you can still see, and you'll see it later on between Seth and Punk. We know there's a level of kayfabe there, but there's some
It's a little bit of
real
shoot. It's a
there's
little
some real
shoot.
feelings, right? There's
Yeah.
some real things there. So it's art imitating life, but life imitating art.
Mm-hmm.
So, it really is showing us from an Unreal standpoint that yeah, some of it is performance, but you know, seeing the intricacies that maybe not everybody knows what the performance is going to be, or
Mm-hmm.
the secrecy of the tight circle that the people that do know, but the amount of people that we see that it takes to put on a show that don't know. So we know that their responses and what they say is their true reactions, just like us. right?
Right.
And I love that they talked about this throughout the whole thing, and they did first season, so it's not a spoiler, that, they want us to have a level of surprise. And, Corey, we've talked about that. How many times have we kind of predicted? I will tell you, I loved this season and certain points throughout the entire season that they showed podcasters, they showed content creators and live reactions. And I love that, because I will tell you, I went through and probably followed the majority of the people that they showed in the second and third episodes just today.
Yeah.
And they're not big content creators. A couple of them that made it on there have 100 followers.
Yeah.
So that tells me, and we've said this before, they are listening. They're watching us. They want to know what we as fans think.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really cool for me to see that it doesn't matter if you have 10,000 followers or 100 followers, WWE is paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to know what our conspiracy theories are. They want to know what we believe and what we don't. And I love that, because that means that we all matter. And that's really cool.
I tell you two things I took away so far. Mm-hmm. One, I can see how we get little leaks. I saw a scene where Triple H said, "Only this person and this person know." And then I saw Triple H tell 5 more people in a room full of people.
Yeah.
So it's
and then you heard him say, "Oh, and I meant to tell you guys too," and we just ran out of time.
but I ran out of time. But I told 50 other people.
Right.
And then lastly, this one's for you, Villain. Mm-hmm. We gonna have to chill on the Logan Paul hate. I saw a scene where people in the back were so hyped because of something he pulled off.
Yes.
And they were like, "I told you that MF could do it. I told you. Logan Paul is a hell of a performer. You're gonna have to eventually give it up to him.
No,
well,
I mean,
I will see, and I know you saw this villain and you haven't gotten there, Corey. You can also see the backstage love for him too. Like, you can see that the wrestlers don't disrespect him. Like, they like that he's there, and you can see they're giving him love and they're giving him support. So that kind of helps me a little bit too, because y'all know, I mean, up until late, I was like, I hate to hate him, right? But now I'm like, he's the future, because of Unreal, we can see that he is getting respect from his peers, and they do see him as a peer. So if they can respect him as these wrestlers, like Randy Orton as an example, and you know what I'm talking about, villain in the show. If you've got someone that's a freaking legend that sees him as a peer, how can I disrespect him as a wrestler?
I mean, I'm still gonna hate. I don't care. No,
we're supposed to hate him.
I'm gonna hate him, but I respect him. I respect him more, not because of the show, just because he shows up and he does do what he's supposed to do. So, but a guy like him is possible because of The Miz, and I said it before. Like, Mike was vilified and went through hell to make it easy for a guy like Paul to come into the locker room.
Sure.
And Mike Mizzani doesn't get credit for that. You know what I mean? I think he is now because he's a veteran in that locker room, and he won't allow people like Paul to go through what he had to go through back in the day. So I do appreciate that. And but I think the locker room is a lot different, just in the fact that everybody pulls for everybody. I think you'll see it too when people win certain matches. Like, everybody was happy for her, and it's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you said, and one thing I wanted to touch on, that we can move on to something else too. What you said about what Penta said is as real as you make it, and all that kind of stuff. That's what keeps the wrestling alive and keeps it going. And, there are people that, like Bret Hart, didn't care about a lot of things but winning. And he didn't want to lose the Montreal Screwjob because he felt it was as real as possible. Like, he was really out there winning. And when you understand that it's a team effort, somebody's got to lay down and look up at the lights for you to get over. I mean, we could talk about it really quickly too. what I appreciated, like, because of the camaraderie, all that, what we talked about all year last year, what Becky was doing is exactly what she said she was doing in episode 1.
Yeah.
She worked her ass off to
Yeah.
get Lyra over. And
Yeah.
what did Corey, what did we say? You said it too. Becky got the belt to get Lyra over. And you know, that's the beauty of the business now. Like, it's a team effort. Everybody's working hard because, you know, you could be the top dog like Bret Hart was, but if you're not bringing somebody up to work with, you ain't making
Yep.
money.
Yep.
So that's what I appreciate, just seeing how everybody's working together for one common cause. And you know, I think that's what I kind of take away from it too. But
Well, and especially seeing that she put out this week in commentary that once this contract's up, she's out.
Yep.
So, you know, we need to add her now to the list that in the next couple years, we're not going to have Becky Lynch. We're not.
Mhm.
She wants to have more babies. She wants to be a mom. She wants to do home things.
Right.
And so then to watch Unreal and just to see the things, and I know Corey, you're her fan, your biggest fan. And I can say this to y'all, and I think I've said this before. You know, when she first came back, I was like, but gosh, I'm drinking this Kool-Aid. Like, she is peak. She really is helping others every step she gets. She is trying to make sure that she's building a legacy of amazing wrestlers. So when she walks away, just like Cena, it's better when she left than when she got there. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be in anything. So to be able to really see her doing that, and you see it in the episodes, taking some things on the chin and being super excited about other things, and knowing that, like, I can look back on that and not to spoil, but like, there are things that we watched that we were like, wow. But then there were definitely some other things that we were like, wow, that was, but to see that they feel the same way we did, right?
Yeah.
Right. That was really cool to know that, you know, they want it as much as we do, if not more. Right. So it's also a relationship with us, right? As fans, they want to give us the best they have. And when they don't, some, not all, but some do really take it hard. And so that for me was a little, maybe I need to be not quite so critical as I'm sitting in my comfy chair, eating popcorn, drinking my Diet Coke, being super hypercritical.
Right.
They're literally putting their life on the line. And that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, Corey, I know you love Becky Lynch too, and I mean the fact that she wants to leave it better than when she left it. Like, you know, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Shawn Michaels. It took him a long time to get to that point.
My favorite.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it took him a long time to get to that, from that selfish state of mind to the, you know, going into WrestleMania with Kurt Angle and having no problem taking the loss because he's like, my performance will get me over. I don't need the win. It takes a long time to get. It took him a long time to get to that point, and you know, to see Becky Lynch and John Cena and these people, and now you're going to start to see the old guard. Now there are old guard, right? Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, all these guys going away, and now you got, you know, Obafemi and Trick Willie and Javon Evans coming up. You know, it's exciting, and
don't you think that has a lot to do with the fact that it took the Attitude Era generation of wrestlers to have to go through a shift in their mindset? Because it was all of them. I can't think of a single wrestler really that back in the day, they weren't in it for themselves, because that was the
mentality.
That was the culture.
It wasn't a team. It wasn't a team. It was I. You know what I mean? So now this locker room is so different. That's what I'm telling you. The culture is a lot different. It's everybody's pulling for everybody, and they understand that we do this together. And there's I mean, you got people that don't get along, but you know, for the most part, it is a one big happy family. You know what I mean?
For the don't get along, they still make sure that they are the best they can be.
Right.
In the relationship, in the dance, right? They might absolutely hate each other, but they're going to give the best that they can. And they're going to translate that passion into something that we live for.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing, because not many people in the world can do that.
Exactly. Yeah, but switching gears, so we had SmackDown, we had Raw. SmackDown was in England, I think it was, and then I think it was in England somewhere, and then SmackDown was in Ireland. I mean, Raw was in Ireland. I apologize. A couple good shows. SmackDown, I think, was a little better than Raw. I mean, we got a really banger of a match. Leon Slater versus Carmelo Hayes. Ugh, chef's kiss. Leon Slater is he's so young and makes it look so easy. It's scary how easy he makes it look. And I think Carmelo Hayes is having a really nice run so far with the U.S. belt. But we got some other stuff happening on SmackDown. We had the qualifiers. We had Trick Willie, the lemon pepper stepper himself, go over on Matt Cardona. And then we had Randy Orton go over on The Miz. We had Sami Zayn finish up the show against Ilya Dragunov. Had a really good match. He went over in that match, and then that set up the fatal four-way that will have him, and then Damian Priest went over on Solo to have the fatal four-way. Randy, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Sami Zayn for the undisputed number one contenders match. So talk to me, Corey. Talk to me about SmackDown. Anything you want to hit on? You had Jacob Fatu, confronting Cody Rhodes. So solid show in my opinion. What do you think about SmackDown?
Before you answer, did you stay awake?
I caught
the second half later. I did. I was
I asked Corey because we've talked about it. He gets kind of sweepy during SmackDown.
Yeah,
I get sweepy.
Yeah, I caught the cliff notes. I caught the highlights. I didn't watch it live because SmackDown just hasn't been doing it for me. But I love
that's foul. That's foul.
It's gotten better, but they moved to 3 hours, and I don't believe
it is hurting.
I don't believe it's going to stay good because 3 hours is too long. Mm-hmm. But I like the Jacob Fatu stuff. I mean, y'all know how I feel. I feel like, but eventually we're going to find out Cody is behind this. And then I'm going to tell you in serious, me and Stacy told you so.
Yep.
Yep. I'm excited for the fatal four-way because I legitimately don't know who they're going to make the number one contender.
Yeah.
And I think because Cody put himself in the Rumble already, I thought at first he was going to do something to get interfere in that match. No, I don't think he's going to. So I'm excited to see who they put in that match. I would like to see
Betting man. Who you got?
Trick.
Interesting.
I take
Trick. You can't deny his pop, man. He's got the crowds. It's
because insane. Whoever goes over isn't winning the title at the Rumble.
Right.
So go and put Trick in there. Give us a little hint of what this could be because he's ready. It's not like he don't need him and Oba are two guys that's coming up that I don't feel like need to be messing around with the mid card. They don't need to.
No.
So yeah, I'd put Trick in there and see, but I can see Dragunov because
Dragunov's not in it.
He's not in him. I thought he was in it. Okay.
He lost to Sammy. Sammy's my pick.
Sammy.
I think it's
because it's in Montreal.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You could cheer a heel turn, but you can't give Sami Zayn a little love. Come on.
Nobody got
zero love.
The only love we had for Sammy was when he's in the bloodline, man. That's over. He's not Sammy Uso no more.
That's right.
He's always going to be Sammy.
I'm not feeling Uso anymore about him.
No, yeah, I'm not thrilled about the idea of him actually winning the belt, but I think he could put on a good match with Drew McIntyre, and I feel like they're teasing it a little bit to see if there's any reaction to it.
But, you know who else they could revisit since it's just a one-off? They could revisit Priest.
I wouldn't be mad at that because I feel like they need to do something better with him.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Talking about Randy.
Randy's not getting that match at the
Y'all literally talked about everybody but Randy.
I don't think Randy's getting that match.
I don't know.
Because if Randy gets that match, there's gonna be a section of the fan base, me included, that thinks he needs to go over and get us to Mania with him and Cody. And I don't think they want that. I don't think they want that right now. They want Drew to carry it for a moment. They want Drew to make it until he drops it to Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know Cody getting the strap back. I would love to see somehow Jacob Fatu get that title.
I wouldn't be mad at that either. I mean, I can see a world where Cody doesn't leave Mania with the belt, and it's just a chase. You know what I mean?
I don't care if he leaves Mania with the belt. Just for God's sakes, I've had a bad enough week. Just let him have a belt before Mania. I can't.
Who, Cody?
I can't. Yeah, dog. Do you know what my bet is? I can't show up here. I'll have to wear a Rams hat the week of the draft if Cody don't get the strap before Mania.
I mean, well, that's personal. That's your problem. That's your fault.
Well, that's what I just said. I need Cody to get the strap.
1-800-GAMBLERS. If you have a problem. Man, no,
I can't do it.
No, so you don't want him to. You need him to. There's a difference.
Yeah, I need it.
My queen, who you got? Who do you think is going to come out of that match?
Look, I mean, anybody but Sami Zayn for sure. Like, because here's the thing, and I'm sick of it, and I can't be any more straight up. I'm sick of Sami Zayn. You can only be an underdog so much until you underdog yourself at the business.
Sammy's winning. Book it now.
Yeah, he's gonna win, and you're gonna be mad. We're gonna be here Tuesday.
About it
you're gonna be mad
because I don't think he should win it. I don't think he's the right person for it. You can see everywhere people are saying the same thing, that there's only so much this shtick can go for. And we loved him when he was in the Bloodline because he is freaking hilarious. He gives a set of comic relief. We're not getting that right now. All of his little promos where he's super mad and now I don't believe it. I don't buy into it.
He could
have
be
no
mad.
About
he could
it.
be mad.
He could kick himself in a circle. That'd be great. That doesn't mean he needs the title. He doesn't even need the shot. I would, and here's the thing. The reality is, and I love the idea of Trick. Y'all know I love him. The only thing that I feel bad about Trick, and even with Obafemi, is, yes, they are big names already. Then I feel really bad for Camelo because he came up and he had to work so hard to finally get recognized as a mid-card. And he was as big as they were in NXT.
I love Melo. I love Melo. He's not them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No,
he's not them. He's not on. Obafemi is different. I love Melo. I think Melo is really good, and I'm happy he's where he's at right now. But Trick has a different trajectory. Like, Trick got over with a chant and didn't put the chant out there. They gave it to him. Obafemi is just different. Like,
the presence.
I can't.
The presence.
It's everything. The aura. There's aura, and then there's Obafemi aura. Like, I haven't seen that type of aura in a long time in wrestling.
Yeah.
It
reminds me of exactly what Triple H said.
Mm-hmm.
If I give you 30 seconds, what are you going to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
To see Trick come out, to your point, and to get that chant naturally, and get that chant in Europe.
Yeah.
Not an American chant, a European chant. And on a night that you guys, we talked about, on a night that he got the chant, that most of the rest of the night, the crowd was flat.
Pretty much. They got into it a little bit here and there.
They popped for him.
Whoop That Trick is a very catchy chant.
It's very catchy. It's very easy to catch on. And it's like, even with Leon Slater in his home country, he didn't get the same pop that
no,
Trick
he
got.
did not.
And it's very noticeable. And that's why I'm saying, like, look, like, Oba's different. Like, The Rock had to build to that. Cena took a long time to build it, but Cena doesn't have that aura. The Rock has that kind of aura, but it's different. Like, Oba came in and you knew
he's a monster.
Wow. Like, he is a monster. Like, you didn't have to build him. Like, he is what Bobby Lashley was supposed to be.
Yes.
Think of it like that.
Yes.
It's only, and I'm a homer with this, but on that current roster right now, there's one man with that aura that Oba has. It's one man. Y'all know who it is.
Say it.
Roman.
Our tribal chief. That's it.
And it took a while to get him there, right?
It took Paul Heyman to get him there.
Yeah.
But
Oba just has it.
Oba
He just
has
has
it.
it.
That's what's scary about him. He has it. Like we haven't seen him since he dropped the title. We probably know he's not going to show up until Rumble, and I can't freaking wait. I'm just like, when is Oba coming?
We were talking about Unreal.
Yeah.
And one thing from season 1 that scares me about Oba is John Cena looked Triple H dead in the face and said, "We're gonna really have to F this up. We're gonna really have to be bad to F this up."
Yeah.
And they really did.
I'm so scared that they're gonna mess this up. And you really gotta screw it up to mess with Oba. Because he's just
the thing is, you can go too fast or you could take too long. Like Melo took too long, and I think like Brock went too fast. And like there's got to be that sweet spot.
I don't think you can go too fast with Oba.
That's what I was about to say. With Oba, because he doesn't need a mouthpiece, like Brock needed Paul Heyman to talk from. Oba doesn't need any of that. Oba, he's already got it. And like to your point, don't mess around with him. Like it would be cool for him to get the IC belt. It was cool for anybody to get the IC belt because I don't know what the hell they're doing with the belt. It's ridiculous. But I completely agree with Wicked Bitter. I wish Wicked Bitter would get on the show, but like I need him to his point. I need him to dominate in the Royal Rumble, and something weird happened that he gets eliminated.
Yeah,
or he wins the goddamn
10 people to take him out because he's just that big.
Or he needs to win the thing. I need him throwing
or he wins.
Not just like getting people. I need him hurling people over the top rope into the first, second row. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like you've seen that match. I think I sent it to you with him, him, Javon Evans and Trick Williams, where he threw Evan. Like, I need that.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I'm
you
saying?
look like a rag doll. Like a rag doll.
Are we expecting Oba to be face or heel? I'm asking for a reason.
Oh, face. Absolutely
face. Right? Face, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So look, this is what I need because you brought up Brock. Well, Brock had the Rock to get him to that next level when he became champion. What I'm gonna need, and I know y'all don't want to hear it. That would be good, but Brock's definitely going with Gunther. That's already
I can see that happening.
What I need is for this company to get Brock back to smashing people. And I need you work your way to SummerSlam with one of them titles on Brock.
Mm-hmm.
And I need Oba to beat him at SummerSlam and take one of them titles.
Yeah.
Oba needs to me, Oba needs to dominate through August. And when he gets to SummerSlam, he needs to take one of the straps. I don't care if it's Cody's strap. I don't care if it's Punk's strap. Put one of them straps on somebody that's a beast like Brock Lesnar, or build Cody or Punk, whoever those champions are, up. Make them look like they're dominating, like The Rock was before Brock took him out. And you let Oba go ahead and knock one of them off at SummerSlam and take their title. Oba's got to be champion.
Yes.
At SummerSlam
this year. This year he's got to be champion. Because
there's no reason to BS with it. Put the strap on it.
I need to see it. I need to see it, even though it's in his hometown. We talked about it. You got to go down in your shield because this is going to be his last event. He needs to do the business, and he needs to put this kid over and put him into the next level. Like while I would like to see Gunther retire Brock, I need Brock to lay down for Oba and put this kid on the map. Like The Rock put him on the map.
That's the one thing I'm gonna say about Brock. Brock's always done business.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Brock will lay down for Oba, and I know we all know Brock in real life is a monster. But if you don't lay down, he might lay you down.
Right. Well, and I think, the reality is that we know that, and we haven't hit this yet, but I'm sure we'll talk about it, that it sounds like Rumble is going to be AJ Styles retirement match and Gunther's
No.
You think they're going to chase it?
I think what's going to happen is I think somehow he gets out of that match with some kind of wonky finish. Maybe he loses, but then they'll come back and do. But I think this will end with him going to TNA.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to have
Yeah,
one last match in TNA before he retires.
I think he's gonna fight. I think it's gonna be with your boy, the little young kid, Slater. Is his name
Yeah, that would
Slater?
be great. Yeah, Leon Slater. I think that would be
Yeah.
great. I think that would be
You put
great.
him
I
over,
mean,
but I don't think that's where he retires.
I
They've
think that's
already
where
no, I
he's
don't
at.
think he. I don't think
Yeah.
he'll retire
They've
there.
already
But
said that Gunther's going to retire him this year. There's already talk that Gunther's retiring him, and then
Mhm.
they're talking that Gunther would retire Brock. But I agree with you. There's no point. Like, they don't need to continue to have Gunther being the retirement dude, right?
no,
We don't care. We just don't care.
We don't want him to be the career killer because that just
Yeah.
that boxes
Because
him in.
Oba Femi
can't-
versus Brock would feed families. Like,
Of course,
the level of match, that is like the heavyweight championship of the world, number one. Like, that takes me back to
that's Ali Frazier.
yeah, that's Tyson. That's Tyson to me. That's ear biting stuff. Like, that's hardcore
That Tyson
stuff.
Holyfield.
Yeah, that's like, I lived for that, and that's would be amazing.
And I
But
think that's
I
got to
think-
be the. I think that's got to be the SummerSlam match.
be
because-
SummerSlam.
It has to. It
Gotta be
has to.
SummerSlam.
It has to.
Oba, that does
Has to
that
be.
does so much for Oba putting
Huge.
Brock and Brock might not even know the kid. Brock will look at the kid and say, "Hey, I know
What are we
that's
doing?
next up."
I want to work with him before I leave.
Yeah, I know it
Yeah.
because he wants to work. He wants to work with Gunther and Mania anyway. We're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of Mania, and this is me going off on a tangent.
Go ahead, man.
We're
Go ahead.
ready.
Look,
We're ready.
look. I know we all see the same stuff. We all see the same reports. How the hell are we getting to WrestleMania and the GOAT is the odd man out right now? Somebody
Roman?
please explain. Yes,
Yeah.
you know who the GOAT is. I
Well,
don't understand how he's the odd man out right now.
Is he though?
Right now, the talk is Triple H didn't want to do Cody Roman 3 because he thought we'd have fatigue. BS. He wants to protect his golden goose, and he knows, in my opinion, Roman will run him out that building according to the crowd because the crowd's tired of Cody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cody got booed.
I'm
Cody
still
got
holding out
booed.
hope. That match might not even, if they do that match, it might not be for a title.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
I think it does. I think it does.
Austin Rock 3 wasn't for the belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that wasn't the main event either.
Does this have to be the main event?
Yes.
Okay.
Cody Roman has to be the marquee. It has to be night 2. Roman and Punk, I don't see how they get there. I mean,
they started it. They started it at War Games because he was like, Roman kind of gave Cody a little bit of props, and he looked at Punk and said, "Never again."
No, switch that. That was the other way around. He looked at Cody and said, "Never again." He dapped Punk. Villain, go back and watch it. He dapped Punk.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, and that's how that's where I started seeing all the stuff that it was going to be Cody Roman 3, and now all of a sudden we're throwing. You cannot throw the big. I know he's not there often. I understand. I hear y'all's frustrations when y'all say it.
I mean, we haven't even seen them that this year.
He's the biggest. He's in the Rumble. He'll be there. Him and Brock.
Yeah, he'll be in the Rumble.
He's the biggest draw in the company.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than Cody. Bigger than Punk, bigger than Drew, bigger than Fatu, bigger than all of them. He's the biggest draw in the company. You do not have that man in anything other than the main event at WrestleMania.
But there's a lot of Mania matches we're missing from Roman that we want to see, and we don't have a lot of time. Like we all wanted to see Roman and Braun Breaker.
If it's not, I'm gonna tell you the only match that I want to see at a Mania that does not involve Cody and Roman. I want to see Roman and Seth. 1-on-1 at a Mania.
What about Roman Braun?
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I don't think Braun's ready for Roman. I don't, because we don't have. There's not a level of investment to it yet, right?
They were teasing it for a while. Like they were kind of dancing around it, and all right.
But then they went away from. Like you said,
they
Roman
laid the groundwork. The last time we saw Roman, he said, "I'm coming for a title. I haven't decided which one yet."
And if he's not in a title match, that's a fumble. I understand. Like right now they're talking about, and I hate this match, and I know there's going to be people that love it. Right now, the talk is Drew, Fatu, Cody in a triple threat for the title. I hate that.
I hate that.
Who wants to see that as the main event?
Nah, I don't want to see that.
I think Seth gets back at Rumble. I don't think we got to wait for Mania.
Yeah, but I agree. I think Trav is cooking tonight. By the way, he is hitting on all cylinders. BTW. I can't wait for him to be here next week so we can hear his Rumble predictions. By the way,
what we gonna predict? We gonna predict 4 matches.
What at Mania?
No, at Rumble. Oh no,
Rumble.
Mania will get 8, 4 each night.
That's right. We'll get 4 each night, right? I would love Seth to be back. I mean, we've already heard the drippings, right? The successful surgery, and he's on the mend, but
it was a shoulder, right?
Shoulder.
It was a shoulder.
If my shoulders really still hurt, I ain't gonna be in Chicago in -3 degrees, throwing my arms up and going crazy. Seth been going crazy.
Yeah, you are.
But
you know why you go still? Because he's already laying the groundwork for his next career. Bro is not going into movies. Bro is going into sports commentary for sure. So he's going. He's in. He's in. Pat McAfee. He's Pat McAfee's successor right there. He's all in.
He's damn good. He know That's the thing that shocked me. He know the game.
Yes, he does.
He does. He's smart. He's a smart dude.
He knows ball. He's so good at it. That's why he's like, oh, no matter how cold it is, he's there. But I mean, I think we get Seth back at Rumble. I think we get Roman back at Rumble. I think we get Obafemi back at Rumble. I think we're getting Jericho at Rumble. And I know we're talking about all that next week, but yeah, I mean, you're right, Corey. We're almost at the end of January, and we've got Mania soon, and we haven't seen Roman in a while.
Not only have we not seen Roman, and I think us not seeing Roman and Brock right now, I think that's creative because I know I seen reports those dudes were supposed to have been back, both of them. And creative's panicking and they don't know what the heck to do right now.
Well, we've already seen this week that creative just put out that's why we haven't seen Rusev. That's why we haven't seen Street Profits. That we have there's a whole list of people that they said because they're trying to get an impact for when they return. No, they don't know what to do with them.
You don't know what to do with them, and it's
you don't know what to do with them.
But
yeah, I mean, there's only so many storylines that we can feed right now. Like. Do we need a Rusev storyline right now?
No, we didn't need Rusev back. Period.
But we already we missed our window because Dom got hurt. So there's no mid card because Dom's holding the belt hostage.
Yeah,
you can have Dom there and not have him getting physical. You can have a storyline.
I love Dom. Get the belt off him. Just
no. Hell no.
Yeah, he's cooking. When he comes back,
he's not cooking. He's not even in the kitchen anywhere, man. He's holding the belt hostage.
Okay, well then let's talk about Jade. There's nothing wrong with Jade, and she hasn't defended the title since she got it back.
And I'm not happy with that either. Shout out to Jordynne Grace for calling her out. You know
the messed up thing about Jade, she ain't gonna defend that title till Mania, and she gonna lose it in her first defense.
Yeah, probably. So. And it's not her fault because I want her to defend the title. We were all in when she won the belt. We were all in for her little promo the night after.
Villain, stop it. Stop it. You're all in.
You guys were all in. Corey and I were like, hell no.
But you know what? I'm on the wrong show. Y'all ain't gonna be gaining
Stacey just said she quoted Triple H. If I give you 30 seconds on TV, you got to be able to do something with it.
Yes.
Jade has had more than 30 seconds, and all she has said is "I'm that bitch." That's it.
That's right.
You ain't taking my Stacey from me now. You gotta start agreeing with me. This is ridiculous. Listen. I get it. I understand, but she hasn't had a match. All she had is B-Fab and Mishin fed to her. And then we need a match. That's where she cooks, not in her promos. She's not a promo person. Come on,
she ain't a wrestling person either.
She has to be a promo person. We've already talked about that. You can't be a professional wrestler.
I'm not doing this. I'll do this show by myself. Y'all ain't gonna have me out here. Y'all ain't gonna come out here and talk about my sexy chocolate queen now. Y'all ain't gonna do it.
Stunning. She is stunning. but stunning doesn't get you to the top.
You have a built-in
correctly. The
have a
stunning will get you
built-in
to the
match
top,
right
and
now.
you can fall to the bottom just as quickly.
You've got a built-in match for Rumble with her right now with Grace. With
Yep,
Jordynne
absolutely.
Grace. It's built in. It's right there.
No, that I don't know if they do that at Rumble. They need to do it at Saturday.
Do it at
event,
Saturday Night's Main Event. Yeah, do it
Do it next
somewhere.
Saturday.
Hell,
Yeah, I think they're gonna announce it. I hope they do because that's where you need it. Because what did we say? There's only three matches announced, right? So the Fatal 4-way, you got Cody and Jacob, which I think will be a good match, and then you got the women's tag. So you're missing a match.
Yeah, we have to have another match.
You have to give Jade a title defense before Rumble. You have to do it. And make her work the Rumble too. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a rematch. I would rather see Jordynne Grace in the Rumble because I think she would do well there. You got to put something in her way coming up soon. Like she needs to start working. She needs to start working.
I'm gonna die on this hill, and I pray to God it happens at Mania. Give Chelsea a freaking monster at her side and put the damn strap on Chelsea.
Yes.
She needs to be the women's champion on SmackDown.
Yes.
You know,
she don't even have to wrestle, and it's gonna be entertaining.
It's funny, when you get through Unreal, you'll see a take on her that I kind of agree with, but selfishly, I agree with you. I want her to be the champ. And I don't care if it's for a day, I don't care if it's for a week, I don't care if it's for a month. I just want to see it because I root so hard for that woman. It's not even funny.
Yes.
Because she and I've said it on this show before, and I've told my daughter hated Chelsea Green. Like, Chelsea Green, I don't know why you like her. And I'm like, that woman went into a garbage can, a dumpster, and made it work and got over with garbage. That's how you know you can do anything in this business.
Like, she can do.
There's nothing she can't do, and she says it. You give me time, I'll make it work. And that's what she does. And, like anybody else would be like, no, I don't want to do that. But she embraced going into the dumpster, and she got rewarded for it. And
you know what I would have loved for Chelsea? And it's too late now because they've already went in a direction. Mm-hmm. I would have loved for Lash to come in and beat Chelsea's Diesel. Yeah. You have Chelsea get the title, you have her hold it for a couple months, and then you have them break up, and now Lash is in a title match.
Yep.
Well, she had her Diesel, but Piper's hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, she's hurt.
They're saying she may not come back.
She may not come back, which is
they're saying her injury is bad enough that she may not come back.
Yeah.
So I wish there was another monster that they could bring up. I love Alba Fire. I think she's really good. But to your point, she needs that monster to go with her, and there's nobody that she can scoop up.
Piper was gone when Lash showed up. Piper was already gone. Yeah.
Because that's what
I'm saying. But
they should have slid Lash right into that spot. She's a monster.
But do you think those two fit? I don't know if they fit.
Why wouldn't you? Because you got the bougie bully angle. Yeah, I love the Bessie's angle with Nia and Lash because they work. They fit because y'all. I love Nia Jax.
I love her too.
I love her. Let her run her mouth because the two best women on the mic are Chelsea and Nia, hands down. Their fierce promo work is amazing. And I agree with you, Corey. Like, I wish they'd give her the title, but then we run into the same issue we do with everybody else on SmackDown. Because every single woman is in the tag stuff. Chelsea'd have nobody to defend it to, just like Jade has nobody to defend it to, just like whoever had it would be nobody to defend it to. But they've got to fix that.
It's different for Chelsea. It's different for Chelsea. It's different for Chelsea because Jade against these mid-card women on SmackDown is not believable.
Not at all.
You can put Chelsea in there with anybody.
Yep.
And it's going to be believable.
But would you believe that anybody deserves a shot at the big belt?
At this moment, yes.
Yeah.
But at this moment,
means nothing. That belt means nothing right now because just like Tiffany carried it for 65 days last year and didn't defend it once. Jade's doing the same thing. Jade gets the belt. She's at I don't know how many days they said, but she's also not defending it. So who cares about how important that belt is if they don't defend it? If you don't fight for it except for when you get it, who cares about that belt?
Look at Punk.
And the reality is for Chelsea, And I love it because the three of us are like this when it comes to Chelsea Green. Like, we are all in for her. The reality is she is currently the hardest working woman on both brands. She fights almost every single week. And when she's not fighting, she's cutting promos. When she's not cutting promos, she's helping somebody else. Like, she is literally putting in the work. So if we talk about deserving, Becky Lynch is carrying the red brand. Chelsea's carrying the blue brand. And Chelsea's not even the champion. She's not even any longer the mid-card champion. We keep putting that daggone strap in again. This is what I was going to say with the 30 seconds. We've got the same person that's got the belt for a second time. She can't even make a lemon sour with the lemon she's been giving. This girl can't do anything.
Julia.
Yeah. We give her a mouthpiece and neither one of them can do anything. We put them in matches and nobody cares. You know, it says something when the champion enters during a commercial.
Yeah, I mean it's rough. I mean the match was good. I mean it was a good view of that.
Yeah, y'all like the plot. Y'all like the plot in that one.
The plot was good. The plot was good. Thank you. But
you got with the plot, you got something baked in right there. Mm-hmm. You just got to make people care about Julia first, and nobody cares.
Yep. And and Chelsea's so good, but even Chelsea can't get her over. And Chelsea's been thriving now for how many months?
Yeah.
So that tells you something. She's in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think there's more for her to do.
Else up.
I think there's more for her to do. Listen, Jordynne Grace coming to the blue brand and already getting into the mix with Jade is a must. I think that's something that they definitely needed to do. So I don't want to say that belt's ever irrelevant. It's not. I think it's just been poorly booked, and I feel like it's because they haven't. They focus on the tag titles and they don't focus on the big belts. Then they focus on the big belts and they don't focus on the tag titles. So I think there's opportunities that they miss and they got to get it together, especially heading into Mania.
What you're saying is creatives incompetent. We've been saying.
I didn't say creatives incompetent. I feel like they got to do
You said they focus on this title, so they're too dumb to be able to focus on this
I didn't
title.
say that. You said said I'm too dumb. You said I'm too I didn't say that.
I didn't say you're too dumb.
I didn't say you said, but you said I'm saying they're too dumb. I didn't say that. You said that. You just putting in filler words into my sentence.
You said they can't do two things at once. That's that.
I didn't say that. I said that they focus on one thing and they didn't focus on the other. So listen, it's Mania season. We'll get I'm not gonna go to the Church of Corey and sit here and bash it. If it's so easy, you go do it. We've done it every week.
We're cooking. We're cooking. We can fill 2-3 hour shows. We're cooking. What are you saying? We can do.
You know what? Go. I want y'all to take the money that we use to start up our businesses and go start a wrestling company and go book for a couple years to see how easy it is. And then I'm gonna be on the dirt sheet saying, "Corey don't know nothing. You don't know what he's doing. You don't know what he's doing."
No, we talk about booking, but again, you got to have the charisma, you got to have the aura, you got to have the talent, but you've got to have the mouthpiece to back it up.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can wrestle, but if you can't, I don't care how good you are in the ring. That's not what hooks me.
Mm-hmm. I got to say something to what you just said, Bill. You said it's been a rough year. I'm gonna disagree with you because I feel like it's been rough since Cody finished the story.
Yeah, I would agree.
I feel like since the bloodline ended, and again, I understand, but the bloodline and Cody finishing the story go hand in hand. When that ended, the WWE went downhill. The storytelling got worse. Like, for instance, and I said this to Stacy in the group chat. Triple H said 100 times in the episode I saw, we're focusing on the long game. We're focusing on the long game. When the hell we been focusing on the long game since the bloodline left?
And what's the long game? In this state of affairs, what's the long game?
Case in point, and not focusing on the long game. They freaking panicked and changed the biggest title in wrestling before Mania.
Yep.
Because they panicked.
Yep.
How do you know they panicked, dude?
Because if they really wanted the title on Drew, we would have did it months ago.
But why not do it when he's overseas?
SmackDown.
The pop for overseas is more worth it, isn't it?
That you're right, but they're not thinking like that.
Oh, come on. How do you know that? How do you know?
Corey, I will challenge that because I said this to you guys before. They treat every overseas European event as a mini PLE for them because they make bank overseas. So that's why we're having better SmackDowns than we have the entire year last year for the last 4 weeks, because they're treating everything there, because they look at every spot they hit, whether it's Brussels, whether it's Ireland. They're going those and they're saying, okay, can this be a future PLE place? Can this be a place that we could do an elimination chamber, a Money in the Bank, eventually a Mania? And they go into all of those locations and they say, how far can we push this? So we get great matches there, because then you hear next year how it's going to be.
I love y'all. I just want y'all to know that I love y'all to death, man.
Listen,
they've been overseas. They've been overseas with Drew way before this.
For sure.
They panicked, villain.
Like I told you last week. Like I told y'all last week. It was supposed to be a 3-match, right? It was supposed to be the greatest match. SmackDown. How you do 3 matches in less than 20 minutes?
And all 3 of them was not good.
Not good at all.
You know what? Go watch TNA. Go watch AEW, because clearly the WWE ain't hitting right with you no more. All you want to do is complain about create. Every time I get on a show with you, it starts off good. It starts off peaceful, and then you're like, creative don't know what to do.
Let me kill him. Let me handle this, Stacey. If creative was so good, why the hell did we spend the first 35 minutes talking about a reality show?
For real.
Because that's creative.
The hell with that. Creative is trash right now. We ain't got nothing. You started the show by saying, not a lot has happened in the past week. Not a lot has happened since WrestleMania 40.
Oh, God. Anyway, moving on. I want to give the Demon his credit. He had a really good match. Finn Balor against CM Punk. Main evented the Raw in Ireland. And Corey and I talked about it in the green room before we came on here, and the Queen didn't get a chance to chime in, but we want the Judgment Day to finally be over, and we just want they can stay the way they are, make it an all-female group like Fatal Influence or something. And
he's lying on my name. I did not say that. He's lying on my name. I did not say that.
All right. I would like for the Judgment Day to be an all-women's group, and that I would like the Demon Finn Balor to be on his own so that he could get into the main event scene. Corey, can you please respond and tell me what you did not say?
I did not say I wanted the Judgment Day to break up. I said I wanted them to bring Dom back, and they jump Finn out. Get another member.
How you gonna have women jump Finn out? Are you kidding me?
Listening, I said get another member. This is wrestling. We can add anybody we want.
Who?
I ain't got the answers.
Who, Mr. Hold on, pause. This is exactly what I mean. You complain about creative and say you got better ideas. The best idea you got is the Demon Finn Balor getting jumped out of a group by a bunch of women. No offense to the women. They are looking. We are PLE was evolution, but I'll be damned if 3 women are gonna beat up.
We are 59. Get a grip. You are lying. You are lying on my name. We are an hour in. And you just said the only idea I had was getting Finn out of the Judgment Day. Now that's a damn lie. No, I didn't book half of WrestleMania already.
Stacey, didn't he say he wanted the women to beat up Finn to jump out of the group?
I said
jump them out. Okay, so listen though, we got Rumble coming. I think we probably get Dom back. We might even get JD McDonough back. And that's the other pieces of Judgment Day.
Finn out.
So we got to, because at some point I think they were slow testing the waters the other night to see what kind of reaction that the crowds are going to get, and socials blew up. Finn was trending bigger than anything that night.
Mm-hmm. Finn been in the Judgment Day. He's been in the Judgment Day too long. I don't know if y'all caught this, but that man forgot his music entrance. He forgot his entrance.
Well, no, I think that's the drip for the change. I think that he is going to be kicked out very soon. I think Dom's going to come back. We're going to get the beef. He's going to get the boot, and he's going to go to Demon Finn. And I think that's why they changed it back to his old music, because they want to start
Demon Finn on SmackDown. Demon Finn on
finally.
Well, he's got to run through the Judgment Day first.
Because I don't know how many times they said during that match, commentary said, it's been 10 years since he's held a world title. It's been 10 years. It's been 10
and
years.
He held it for one damn day.
Yeah. So I think for them, that was a test for us. And I do think that they do this often on a SmackDown, bless you, and a Raw. They'll throw something out to see what happens on socials. Because as I said earlier, I know they're listening. I know they're paying attention. So I think they wanted to see, could Finn get enough of a rub right now to be a title holder? And not just
I love Finn. He will not anytime soon hold a world title. It's too,
but they could put him in the running.
But the top is too crowded right now. The top is too crowded, and we just made it even more crowded with Oba.
Yeah.
Let's see him with the mid-card belt. Let's see him with the IC belt. Feud with Dom and take the belt off of him.
Yeah,
anything where he's on his own and he gets the shine that he deserves.
I feel like that's a Mania match.
Yep.
Finn versus Dom for that. That's a Mania match
for sure.
I'd book that. See, you came through at the end. Look, you struggled a little bit. You wanted Roxanne Perez to beat up Finn Balor and kick him out of the group, but you came through strong at the end.
I look. I'll take the beat down for Finn if that's who's
that. Now that plot, I was like.
No, I mean, we could do some mixed tags. We get Liv and Dom together, and we could do Liv and Dom versus all of the couples that we have.
We can mix it up.
We got some great couples going on that we could absolutely do some mixed tagging. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. I think some of those couples going to end soon. I don't think Dom and Liv going to be together much longer because I think Liv's going to turn.
Yeah, I think Liv, if you listen to Liv, man, she's been on this like my group. This is mine, my Roxanne, my prodigy, and all this stuff. She's on that. She's on that thing too. So, shout out to Wicked Bitter for pointing that out. But
I saw
she's definitely on. She's definitely in a power trip, and the Judgment Day was built on there is no one dominant person. We're all equal. So. She's gonna be effectively breaking up the group. I mean, Big Mommy Cool is gonna get a crack at the belt. I don't think she'll win it, but they need to do something with that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I know you're gonna hate it, and I'm not saying they're gonna do it because it'll never happen again. I miss Judgment Day Rhea. So
I do a little bit. I do a little bit, but I mean, anything Rhea does turns to gold.
Yeah,
I feel like we got a little. And I know they can't do it because she's the biggest star in the women's division, but we got a little foreshadowing from Liv the other night. When she brought up Rhea.
Of course. No, you're just dying for any angle to get those two broken up.
I need it over.
Yeah,
anyway,
Rhea dropped her pen and Io didn't pick it out for her. That's they hit. Io sneezed and Rhea didn't say God bless you. They hit
Io's gonna turn on her. It's just a matter of when.
You want them to turn.
Do you believe that Rhea will eventually get that title back? Simple yes or no.
Yeah, absolutely.
She cannot get the title back without finally beating Io. And I'd be damned if we want to see this crap going to the ring on. I don't want to see it. I want Io with a mean streak. I want Io out there talking, popping her collar. You ain't never beaten me. I'm better than you. I need that.
Of course,
I need it.
No, of course, we all need that. I agree with you, but for not right now. We're good.
Let's talk about that after you see all of the episodes of Unreal.
There you go. Call me.
We'll blow that up in the chat because you might have a little different perspective.
I won't.
I think
there's nothing they can do backstage that's gonna make me change my mind.
I think here's the thing about the Rio thing. They don't need to visit that right now. I think they'll eventually do it, but I think because we're finally getting some build in other spots that we've got all these stupid tags. Like, how do we do 1 million all the top women in the female tags and we went back to the men's tags being a snore fest?
The women's tags is the women's tag right now is what a couple of y'all. I don't remember who said it, but a couple of y'all wanted this. We got to keep Rhea away from Stephanie. We got to keep this person away from that person. Well, now they all in the tag team division that we care about more than everything else. We don't give a damn about nothing else with the women but the tags.
Yep. And who cares about Stephanie? Okay, to the point where y'all know I love Stephanie Buccaire. I was watching Unreal and I was like, who has the women's belt now? I couldn't even remember. Like I was literally like, who has it on the Red brand?
That's how I feel about SmackDown too. I'd be like, damn, who got the title?
I know. I feel the same way. I'm like, because we don't get enough defendings of it. And not only do we not get enough defendings, we're not even getting promos every week. Like we're not even getting enough for us to care about who's carrying the straps. I don't remember who has the tags. I don't remember who has the, like, I was literally watching this going, I know that Jade has a belt and Drew just got a belt. And I was like, who else had the belt? I couldn't even remember because we aren't even building those to matter in any way.
To me, we're not building anything. And I started this in October, and Stacy was right. She said, "Oh, it's the holidays. The holidays over, and we still, in my opinion, have no clear direction to our Super Bowl."
Well, and I'm not going to spoil, but I will say at some point that the Triple did say, if we're keeping you guessing, we're doing the right thing. So the fact that we have no idea what Mania is happening, we hate it, but they love it.
They already know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
I don't think they do. I think that whiteboard in that writer's room has been crossed out a million times.
No, it usually is. It usually is, to be honest with you. But they have an idea of what they're trying to do. So just trust the process.
All right, Joel Embiid. You got faith. After I just told you can't even deny it. You can't fight back. This company has been going downhill since the story ended. Since Cody finished his story, and you're telling me 2 years later you got trust.
There's nowhere to go but down, man. That was such a high, man. Like that was like the climax of like.
They didn't just go down. They're to the point where I'm going to sleep during the show. That did not happen for 1,300.
That's because you old.
16 days.
That's because you old. You need a nap.
I'm younger than you.
Get you some warm milk and stay awake.
They're not building stories, and
exactly.
I told you that all year last year. They're not building stories because they try to build a story and then somebody gets hurt. I mean, Corey, you love the Vision, and the Vision was cooking, and the Vision still is cooking. The Vision with Seth. The Vision with Seth was peak, and then he pretended got hurt, and then he for real got hurt. Right?
Yeah, you can't play around like that.
You can't.
I don't like that, but like that
so
hurt.
Then that happens, and it's like, oh God, we had this amazing storyline, and we literally was building the Seth, because I think had he not gotten hurt, we were having Seth Punk, right? We were building to Seth and Punk, right? And then Seth gets hurt.
But look at what happened with the women's belt. Like we had the women's belt totally locked down, both of them, and then Tiff Stratton got legit hurt. She had to drop the belt. Naomi got pregnant, and she had to drop the belt. So that kind of threw a monkey wrench into what they were trying to do.
It's not really an excuse because the women's division got too many stars for us to be
rock.
Yeah, but they were gonna ride the Summer and Naomi. Coach dubbed it. We all loved it, and they put the belt on Stephanie too soon. I don't think.
So what you're telling me is creative cannot pivot. That's what you're telling me.
You got to have a plan B and a plan C.
They didn't have. No, I think we didn't get the best version of their plan. That's all I'm saying. Like not I feel like we rarely ever get their best plan A because something always happens. Oh, God.
Come on, man.
But I think it's different than that. I think if you look at what happened with Naomi, we had the Summer Naomi, and then which by the way, which means not only was she pregnant at SummerSlam, but she was also pregnant at Evolution when she cashed in BTW. Right? So the whole time, like her baby's already been in 2 PLEs. But the reality is that so we had this huge storyline last year with Naomi and Bianca and Jade. And then Bianca got hurt. And then Naomi went out. But like even before that, they knew Bianca was gone. So what do? We didn't pivot. We didn't build enough in that there'd be a storyline. So then Naomi, they find out Naomi's pregnant, and we put the belt on Jade, but we do nothing with it. So we didn't say, who can Jade beef with? Because we knew the eventuality, regardless of whether Naomi was here still or not. I can't imagine we'd still be seeing a Naomi Jade beef. It's February almost. We wouldn't still see that going. So if they knew the eventuality was to give Jade the strap, which I think it was, I don't think she would have gotten near as soon as she did. Mm-hmm. But at some point they would have had to, because, and I know this is a spoiler, but it's kind of not. Like, the whole thing is they knew they were ending that triple beef with the Jade Naomi fight where Bianca was the ref. They knew that was the ending of it. So even before that, before Bianca went out, Naomi went out, they knew they were ending that. And they still didn't plan for what to do with Jade. Because nobody cared about Tiffy Jade. Nobody.
So, Villain, you're not agreeing with me that this creative team can't pivot, right? Can you know the business. You've been a wrestling fan forever. Can you please tell me why Shawn Michaels fought John Cena in Detroit at WrestleMania?
Because Triple H got hurt.
Yeah, so when Triple H got hurt, they didn't panic. What did they do, Villain? They pivoted.
They kind of panicked, but they knew they needed a big match for Mania, so they just gave him Shawn.
And because Shawn could get it done, right? How many freaking wrestlers do we have on this roster that can get it done?
Yeah.
Seth got hurt. Braun Breaker went out there and showed you he could fill Seth's shoes.
Yep.
Why and are Logan we
Paul was the best sidekick.
So why are we no longer having the Vision mess with Punk right now? Why are they're fighting Adam Pearce right now.
So that he can get back the belt. It's gonna work. Don't worry about it.
I can't.
You're building up Braun. You're building up Braun. That's why you're doing this. So
I still love what the Vision is doing. Because I think Seth comes back and we get the Austin Theory go to Seth. I just think they need to do something a little more, right? It can't be 2 versus 4. Mm-hmm. There's got to be a little bit of a difference. There's got to be a little more. So I know that's coming, which is exciting that we know that that's coming, because we can theorize all we want. That's still something that'll be great. But I think you made a great point, Corey. Like, we could look online, and I might do this before we get together next week. I want to see the number of people that are actually on the blue brand and the red brand rosters that are live, active wrestlers, because I think we would be absolutely shocked if we knew actually all of the people that were currently considered brand wrestlers that we haven't seen in months.
I feel like we see more people on Raw than we do on SmackDown. I feel like everybody's on Raw. It feels like, I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying it feels like everybody's on Raw. It feels like
it, and there's a reason for that. Just like it was a couple of years ago, everybody was on SmackDown because of the Fox deal. Yeah. So you got the same deal. So it's gonna work out. Corey, you're just negative Nancy. You just don't like creative.
Well, but this is not a week for me to be positive. All right.
It's been a rough week for him.
You know how bad it is, and this is completely also. You know how bad it is. Christian McCaffrey and Juice went to the Warriors game, and Jimmy Butler tore his ACL. That's how bad my life has been.
Yep.
Right?
I didn't want to bring that up, but seriously.
But I one thing I do want us to do is I want to hear everybody tell me what they think the Mania card is going to be. Not in the next week or two, like in a month. I have no idea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, if you keep us guessing, you're doing your job. But we're guessing. We're not even guessing.
It's a guessing game, and
we're not guessing right now. We have no idea.
But I like that it's not obvious. I like that it's not obvious.
I think we will get some spoilers next week. Mm-hmm. I think that, if Brock comes into Rumble and Oba's there too, we might get a taste of that. I think that what I love about Rumble every year is you see little mini starts of beefs, right? You see little mini storylines. And so I love that about Rumble, because we will get a better idea of what Mania looks like, or if not Mania, what some of the upcoming storylines are. Because I know that they say that like WrestleMania is like our Super Bowl. It really isn't, because There are still things. It's not like they wrap everything up in a bow and at the end they go, here's to a great year. Let's start 2026. That's not how it works, right? But at least
it's the big show. It is the big show.
It's the biggest show, right? But it's still, hopefully with Rumble, we will get enough big names come back, especially in the men's area, that we'll have some solid beefs that'll build us to Mania.
You moving the goalposts on me, Stacey, and we could probably go back and find it on one of our shows. Now you saying at the Rumble we'll start to have a picture. You told me at the first Netflix we'd start to have a picture.
I thought for sure they would, but instead they decided to, while I was in a fever, do Stranger Things, which the strangest thing about Stranger Things is there was nothing strange about Stranger Things, which was stupid.
I say that to say we're gonna get through Rumble and we're still gonna be like, yo, what the hell are y'all doing? Because maybe. I don't think they know what they're doing right now.
I think all they do is
I just disagree. You think that it looks that way on the surface, but I think that's a part of the plan. Next year when season 3 of Unreal comes out, I'm gonna be like, yo, I told you. I'm gonna be like, yo, okay, well, when season 4 gets here, when we get to the build to this Mania, I'm gonna be like, yo, I told y'all, they have no idea what the hell they was doing. Well, I'll sign up for that, and we'll definitely
Road Dogg in the back crying. They don't know what they doing.
We'll let you lead the show with
Road Dogg wrecked my soul. Like,
Brian James is a good dude, and
I love him.
That he cared, man. He cared.
That was my favorite thing from that, to see that relationship.
Yeah. Me too.
So,
Me too.
Keep going. It's right, and you know I love it. But I'm gonna get you guys out of here because I'm tired of hearing Corey complain about creative. I just can't do it anymore.
After Saturday, we're gonna be having the same song and dance. It ain't gonna change.
No, you will. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be singing and dancing. I'll be fine. You're gonna be crying and like,
my name will be different next week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, at least you're not in mourning like Sirius is, but you know
it was too bad. It was too bad for me to even be mad after that first
you didn't have me a final video, by the way. I still need you to break it down for me. By the way,
we need that. I think you've had enough time to decompose.
You've had enough time to decompress. I need something from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll be looking for that. Corey, controversial one. Get us out of here, man.
Creative is trash. They don't know what they're doing. I see y'all next week. Creative will still be trash. See y'all next Wednesday. Love y'all.
And creative will be trash. All right, thank you, bro. I love it. Yo, shout out to Corey, yeah, and Queen, get us out of here. Great show as always.
Love it. Same time next week, every Wednesday. See us at 9 Eastern. You see the show, like the show, share the show, comment, and follow and subscribe on all the socials. Next week is our preview to go to Rumble, our Power Ranger Rumble. I mean, it's there. We're going to have Wicked Bitter here to tell us what he's predicting. Follow the people we follow. We've got some great people that love us, that we love. Make sure you get us on all your channels. And when you're bored in your car, stream us on Spotify.
Absolutely. Listen, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great time of year. You got Mania season right now. So heading into that big time. But like, you know, we said, we got content all over the place. We're on all the socials, all the social platforms like X. I still call it Twitter. I'm old enough to remember when we used to call it Twitter back in the day. But we're on Instagram, Spotify. You can listen to our podcast there. But we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff. Content going up all week. You know, we had our show last night, the Total Sports. We have Backstage Business next week where we preview Royal Rumble. Hopefully Wicked Bitter will come into the show. Shout out to Wicked Bitter. But, you know, hopefully everybody will be back. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron, AB, and Sirius. Shout out to Coach. Hopefully they'll be back next week. But, you know, I don't do the closeout like Sirius does because I'm better. But listen, if you see the show, share the show. We love what we do here. We do it for you guys. See you next week. Peace.